Okay, this is just I'm gonna try to do a quick walkthrough of the birthday part, and I don't have a lot of time to edit it, so hopefully it will go okay. I'm just switch some stuff around here so that I have room to work. Move this out of the way for a minute, and this. And these can move over. Okay, and this is where I'm going to need to do the most work, so I'll move it over here to the right. Okay. And okay, that's enough messing around with that. Maybe just one more. Okay, that way I can open this up and I can see that better. All right, now I brought in all the questions, so I've got them. On January 2024 will be the average age. So let me put the age right here. The age is the cell, lock it, subtract off all of those. And then the average age be the average of all of these. Oh, that's big. Okay. Who's the oldest person enrolled? That would be the maximum of these ages. But let's look it up. Look up that maximum, and when you find it, look it up in here. When you find it, return the person's name. Nadim Ziki, okay. How many birthdays will occur in February? Let's come here and put the month. And notice that there's a month formula, so I don't want to name a column something that's going to match with an existing name, so change it a little bit. That's going to be the month of this. And then I can count how many there are right here. Count if this month, lock it, is that number. Why? Don't know. Okay, let's clear that formatting. Okay. And copy that down. And there's my 1432. Okay, so which month had the most? Let's highlight. Top 10 with the green, first one. Okay, how many birthdays will occur in February? That's this number. And what month will have the most birthdays? Is October. Which day will have the most birthdays in 2024? Okay, so now I want to put it right here. Insert. I need the birthday for 2024. So I'm going to create a date using the year 2024. For the month, I've got this. And for the day, I can go and get the day from their actual birthday. Copy that down. That looks good. Then, which day will have the most birthdays? So, let's do the number of birthdays. We'll do a count if the 2024 birthday, lock that, is equal to that day. That doesn't look right because that's only got 478. Let's try that again. Count if my birthday is the same as this day. Oh, maybe I didn't lock it. Did I lock it? Has to be this. There. And then copy it down, and now I have 1432. Okay, better. Which day will have the most birthdays? So we will look up a big number in this. And when I find it, I want to return it, return the day. But I'm not going to find that big number, so look for the next smaller item, which will just give me the biggest number in that list. And it returns that, which is September 15th. What is the first day that no one has a birthday? Okay, so now I can look up 0 in this number of birthdays. Look for the first one, and when you find it, return the day. And that day is July 4th. Was the sum of all the student IDs. Okay, now I need to split out. Let's do first name. That's the text before on here. The text before the first space. Okay, and then I want the full name, which will be the text before there's a space and then a number sign. So that'll take off the number. It'll take off the space before the number sign and the number sign, so I should have a clean name there. Now, while we're at it, let's find the number of words in this name. So I'm going to take the length of this and subtract off the length of what happens when I substitute into this text copy it all the way down, but then I haven't copied that down. Okay, so substitute the old text, which is a space, and replace it with nothing. So that will count how many spaces, but then if there's one space, there was 2 words, because there would be one on either side, so +1. That is not what I expected. Minus. Oh, this is off. Let's see. Yep. Bad. Try it again. Oh, I see what I did. Okay, hang on. Take the length of S25. Yes. And substitute S25. 25. Okay, there we go. 2 words. How many words are in all of the names combined? That's the sum of this thing. Or was it? What is the sum of all the IDs? Okay, so for the ID, let's take the middle part of this thing, and I want to start at wherever you find the number sign character within that. But then I don't want to start at the number sign, I want to go 1 character further. Okay, so start in the text at my starting number, and then all of those IDs are 8 characters. Does that work? Yes. So working down here, yes. Okay, and then when you find it, whenever you do a text, it's going to give you back text for any formula that's a text formula. So you want to change it to a number. There it is, and then copy that down and copy that down. Okay, what is the sum of all the IDs? Sum of all of those. Put some commas in that thing. Okay, now, not all IDs are consecutive. What is the longest streak of consecutive student IDs? Okay. So consecutive. Going to want to look at the difference between that number and that number. So we start with 0 consecutive there, and then this will be if this number take away that number is 1, then add on to the number of consecutive days. If not, then start over again at 0. Let's see if that works. Almost. Right there I would want to have 2 consecutive days. Okay, then start with, let's have it start with a 1. See if that works. So 3 consecutive days, 1 consecutive, 2 consecutive days, none. Okay. 2 consecutive days, not there. All right. Then, what was the question again? What is the longest streak of consecutive IDs? So that would be find the max of that column I just found. 8. That is not what I was expecting. One, 2, 3, 4. Yes. 2. Yes. 2 in a row. Yes. One, 2, 3 in a row. That would be a 3. Where's the 8? 8. I'll just look it up. Let's find the top one and make it red and look through it. Oh, there it was. 1, 2, 1, let's start with 1, 2 consecutive, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Okay then. Students are assigned chronologically based on their first enrollment date within the class. Who's the 256th student to enroll? Okay, so I want to find 256th student would be the small of these IDs. 256. Okay, so that's the ID number, and then when you have that ID number, you want to look it up in those IDs and return the student's name. Look up that number in this array. Return from this array. Bradley Lewis. Okay. Which section has the most students enrolled? You get the section ID. That is, start at the right on this thing. Take 2 characters. And now on this section, I want to count if that section number, locket, is the same as that. And copy that down. And which one has the most? That's section 2W. Next. How many words are in all the students' names? So I did that one. Did I do that? Yes, I did that. There it is. What's the second most common letter in all of the first names? Okay, let me get the first names. And I'm going to copy them over here. Yeah, that's my. And I want to take out the upper and lower, so I'm just going to do all lowercase of first name. Okay, and now I need to have like A, B, C, D. So I need A and B and C, so on. One way to do that quickly is to get the code number for that character. Not the right one, get close. Code for, oh yeah, I was over a column, okay. Let me just take care of this while I'm thinking about it so everything isn't off. So for A, that starts at 97, so I want to have a sequence of, put columns, so start with and I want 26 letters. And I want to start at that 97, and then to get the character, that's char. So get the character, the 97th character in the list, and then take this and copy it down. And now for each one, do the length of the name. Might as well do all of them. Take away the length of, substitute out in that name, which is AC24. Bold text is going to be that character, lock that row. And the new text is going to be nothing. And A in Deborah, A in Randy, none in Nicole. How? Okay, so that looks good. And then I could just copy that all the way over. I'll copy those all the way down, except these all are zeros. What did I not lock? Oh, I gotta lock the column on this guy. Okay. So on this one, keep it locked on this column, and again on this one, keep it locked on this column. And now carry it across. And now I've got some ones, and then copy it down. Oh, undo that. Delete, please. Peter's working. These are not all. Okay, I think I cleared it up, whatever it was. Okay, now the total will be, the total A's will be the sum of all of these. And then I can copy that across this row. And then I want to find the second biggest. The XLOOKUP. I want not the biggest, but the second biggest number from that array, second biggest, whatever number that is. Look it up in that array, and when you find it, return from that array. That's N. Second most common letter is N. How many students will attend their section of the class on their birthday? All right, so on their birthday, we need to know two things. We need to know that class is in session, and we need to know that their birthday is on the day of the week that their class meets. So let's make this, have it be class day. We are going to look up the section, right there, look up the section in my lookup array. That's the one I need to lock. And if you find it, return from, oh no, that's not what I want. Okay, let me copy this for a minute, escape out of this. This is the weekday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay, so now, where was I? Class day is going to be, paste that back in. Look up the section number in that, and when you lock, and when you find it, return the weekday. Lock. Okay, now I need weekday for their birthday. So do the weekday of their 2024 birthday. And I want it to return Monday as 1, so it'll match what I just did over there. And I didn't put it in there. That's a 2. This one. Okay. Copy that down. And then I need to know that two things. Let me clear some space. Is campus in session? That will be if XLOOKUP for 2024 against that. Lock it. And return from, is it in session? Lock it. If you do that XLOOKUP and you get yes, then let's put a 1 in that column, otherwise we'll put a no. Okay, so are they in session? And then is the weekday of their birthday matches the weekday for their class is what I need. So I need that to equal this. And that will give me trues and falses, which is fine, but it's even better if it was ones and zeros. And you can do that shortcut. It's with 2 hyphens, like 2 dashes. Then it changes trues into ones and falses into zeros. Okay. So the people who have a birthday on their class day is if both of those are a 1. So I'll just do equals this times this. Okay. How many students will attend their section of class on their birthday? That would be the sum of that column I just had. $130. And this one, which section has the highest percentage of birthdays occurring on a day that that section meets? Okay, so here's my section, and this will be on your birthday. So we will count, nope, we will sum if sum up all of the students that have birthday on class day, lock it, and the criteria is that their section, lock that, has to equal that, not even. That's not going to work. Sum if. Oh, sum ifs. The range I want to sum is the people who have a birthday. And the criteria is going to be that their section is equal to that. Got it. Okay. Really? Oh, it's shifting on me, that's why. Okay, so I gotta lock that in and lock that in. Okay, then what percent? And now I gotta admit, this was not clear to me. So when I read this, what section has the highest percentage of birthdays occurring on a day that that section meets? Note that we're asking for the highest percentage of total students. So highest percent would just be the highest number of these. But what they wanted was what percent of this class. So we want 5 birthdays out of a class of 124. Make those percents. And the highest is here, which is this one. Okay, now each student gets a cupcake on their birthday, and how much is it going to cost for that? Let's make Cupcake Day. So for these first 8, it's just going to be that. They'll meet on January 8th, and then from then on, this will be if this is a yes, so class is in session, then take the previous day and add 1 to it. If class is not in session, then just take the previous day. Let's copy that down, see how it goes. So change those to numbers just so we can compare. So all of these happen on the same number, and then the next day, next, and then class is not in session, so it'd be on the previous day. Okay, that's working. That's Cupcake Day. Each student will get a cupcake on their birthday. So the number of cupcakes on this day, let's do it right here. Unique. Unique cupcake days. Okay, and then I need to know how many people are getting cupcakes that day. So I need to sum up all of the people whose cupcake day is equal to that. Okay, so 27 people on that day. Let's just double check. Yep, 1,432 cupcakes. And now for the cost. The cost will be $3 per cupcake plus $20 for, I need to divide this number by 24 to see how many batches. I'll take that. Divide it by 24, but then I have to round it up. So that if I get 1.3 batches, I still have to pay for 2 full batches. Round it up to number of digits. I think that's a 0. Let's see how that works out. Yeah. Okay, and how much will it cost? It will cost the sum of all of these. Okay, there you go. I think that was good. The only one I'm worried about is this one. Okay.